iPhone Showdown. Hey, it's me with Mobile Tech Review. Today we're going to do an iPhone Showdown where we put the new iPhone 17 up against its predecessor, the iPhone 16. We'll look at the specs, its features and price, and help you figure out which one of these two phones is right for you. Alright, let's kick it off with the price. Both the iPhone 16 and 17 come in at the same starting price of $799 for the 128 gig version. And if you want more storage, you can get 256 gigs for $899 or 512 gigs for $1199. There is an iPhone 17 Plus as well as an iPhone 16 Plus. But since there isn't a 16 Plus, I'm not going to talk about that here. Design-wise, both phones are almost identical. They have the same dimensions and build materials. One difference is the color. The iPhone 17 comes in 3 colors while the 16 comes in 4 colors, although they do share a color in midnight. The 17 is slightly lighter than the 16 at 163 grams compared to 171 grams. But the differences in weight are so insignificant that I wouldn't consider it a major factor in my buying decision. Both phones are rated IP68 for water and dust resistance and have Apple's ceramic shield glass on the front and back. They also share the same oleophobic coating, which is great because it helps keep your phone from getting too smudgy. And both phones feature Apple's Super Retina XDR OLED display technology. The only visible difference in the displays is that the 17 has slightly smaller bezels, but this really isn't a huge difference. Both phones also come with Apple's 60 Hz promotion, which is excellent, and makes scrolling much smoother than a phone without promotion. Unfortunately, neither phone comes with 120 Hz promotion, which is becoming more common in Android phones, so that's something to keep in mind. Another thing to consider is the max brightness. The 17 has a peak outdoor brightness of 2000 nits, while the 16 has a peak outdoor brightness of 1000 nits. This means that when you're outside in direct sunlight, the 17 will be easier to see. The 17 also has a new low power mode that can help extend battery life by up to 6 hours. The iPhone 17 comes with Apple's A17 Pro chip, while the iPhone 16 comes with the A16 chip. Now both chips are very capable and powerful. In fact, the Geekbench scores for the 16 and 17 are identical, which might leave you wondering why upgrade to the 17 at all. Well, the A17 Pro does have some advantages. It has ray tracing, which can improve graphics performance in supported games. It's also made with a smaller 3nm process, which should make it more efficient. And finally, the CPU on the A17 Pro is actually slightly faster than the A16. Now, if none of those things matter to you, then the A16 is still a great chip, and you can save some money by getting the iPhone 16. Now let's talk about the cameras. The iPhone 17 has a new 48-megapixel main camera, while the 16 has a 12-megapixel main camera. There's also a new 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the 17. The front-facing cameras on both phones are identical at 12 megapixels. Now, the camera hardware is only part of the equation. Apple also uses software to get the most out of the photos you take. Some of the new software features on the iPhone 17 include 2x and 3x telephoto options directly from the main camera, as well as portrait mode for pets. There's also a new feature called dynamic depth, which creates depth effects in photos. Now, I spent some time looking through photos taken with both phones, and the 17 does seem to have more detail, especially in areas with lots of contrast. But the biggest difference I noticed was in low-light situations. The 17 seemed to do a better job of reducing noise and grain in low-light situations, which resulted in clearer photos. However, if you're not a big photographer, then the differences between the two probably won't matter that much. Now, both phones come with a dual speaker setup, and both sound pretty good. But the 17 does have one advantage. It has an extra small speaker on the top, next to the selfie camera. Now, this doesn't make a huge difference, but it does add a bit more clarity to calls and videos. When it comes to battery life, Apple rates the iPhone 17 for an all-day battery life with up to 16 hours of video playback. The iPhone 16 is rated for 15 hours of video playback. Now, I've been using the iPhone 17 for a few days now, and I'm getting very good battery life. It's definitely an all-day battery with moderate use. If you're a heavy user, you may need to carry a charger with you. One advantage the 16 has over the 17 is that it supports MagSafe wireless charging. The 17 doesn't support MagSafe, but it does have reverse wireless charging. So which one should you get? Well, if you want the best, then go with the iPhone 17. It has a brighter display, better camera, faster CPU, and a more energy-efficient chip. But if you don't need all of those things, then the iPhone 16 is still a great choice, and you can save some money. Let me know what you think. Which one would you pick? The iPhone 16 or the iPhone 17? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps us out. And subscribe to our channel for more tech videos. All right, we'll see you in the next one.